This is one of those things that I'm doing this anyway. Like I'm sitting here at this desk for an hour doing this exact process. I might as well do it with you guys, and I might as well record it. Because I think once you learn how to do this, it's not that complicated. It's just doing it, and then like the one thing talks about protecting your time blocks, like fiercely protecting them. Um, so anyway, all right, let's get to it. This is the last week of the month, and so we did it last week, and I have it on the outline to do it every week, especially at the beginning of the month, and especially at the last week of the month. So this next Sunday is the last day of the month. It'll be month end. We'll all be working super hard. We probably will not do this planning session next Sunday. I probably need to put that up now. I can't imagine that we need to be sitting down planning for. I don't know. We'll see. I shouldn't say that so fast, but we'll see how it goes. So let's start.
Sarah, you could do something in Meetup Monday.
Yeah, actually,
you know what
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking too.
We'll do the Meetup Monday for March. I guess it'll be March 1st. We'll do that on planning for March. Because back whenever I was doing Lindsay Stafford's trainings, which I stopped doing because I was paying for stuff that I could be teaching people. One of the sessions that we actually paid for was planning your month, and I was like, I'm paying for this. It was awesome. It was awesome. I actually got some really good ideas there. I actually got the National Today idea from her because that's the website that she uses, and I've been using it ever since. But anyway, I think that's a great way to use Meetup Monday on March the 1st. We'll all roll into March with a really great plan, and I won't be wasting any time, which is my favorite thing to not do. So let's take a few minutes. I'm going to set three minutes on the timer, and we are going to begin by visiting our goals. The goals that you wrote down at the beginning of February. Some advice. Don't lie, don't skimp, don't lie to yourself. Don't go look at the goals that you said that you wanted at the beginning of February. If you're at them, fantastic. If you're far away from them, do not erase them. Like those are still your goals, and you have 7 days full of possibility for any of that to happen. I said I wanted 1 to 2 consultants, and I don't know where in the world they are. I've been talking to people all month, but one of the worst things that I've seen people do in this business is get to the last week of the month and go, oh, well, I mean, it's okay. I'll try again in March. You got 7 days left. So let's revisit our goals that we said we wanted at the beginning of February, and we're going to look at them. What are they? What's the reality of this week? What does your week really look like? What obstacles do you have? What options do you have? And this is where I have on that thing, and we always talk about, can you delegate something? Can you let go of perfection? Can you something? This is the last week of the month. There are some things that are on your to-do list that need to be delegated or absolutely replaced, because this is where your business isn't going to build itself. Like if you don't do it this last week, then it's not going to happen. So what kind of things do you know that are going to come up and try to stop you? And then what are you willing to do to make sure that those goals happen? So let's take about 3 or 4 minutes and let's revisit those. I will say that this is also a really good reason that the goals need to be written down, like in paper somewhere. Because you flip back to them, you can't lie about them because you wrote them down. You guys need any more time with that? Okay.
No.
As always, if we have a section and you're done with it, like just type done in the chat. That way we can like roll through this pretty quick. I'm curious about what you guys have left in the month. I still need to bring on a consultant. I need 2 more new PCs. I've gotten 3, but I need 2 more, and I need 6 more total orders. It's a hefty last week of the month, but it absolutely can be done. What do you guys got?
I want
I
one more
have-
new PC this week. I need 170-ish more PSQV, which could happen with a new PC. And then I still want to, I had written this down at the beginning of the month. I wanted to get those emails out to my customers, the thing that you do and Natasha, and I still haven't done that. I had started and I haven't completed the process. So
Have you signed up for that? Becca, have you signed up for that email thing? That they do that for you?
That's one of the best things that I've done. It has made me a lot of money over the past 6 or 7 months. The email communication, I've had people logging in and placing orders on their own because of products that I'm telling them about. It's worked out very well.
How much does that cost? How much does that cost you a month to do that?
$10 a month for MailChimp, I think it's, or no, yeah, $12.99 for MailChimp. And then I think the bundles are $30 a piece or something like that. I don't know, this is gonna sound terrible. Crystalline does it all for me. I have no idea. She does it all for me. So.
Because I can't remember. There was that
there's a
whoever
free
it is.
version of MailChimp, but I don't think it's as good, right? And there's
Yes,
something.
and they recommend MailChimp. So this is where I would say to anybody that's thinking about doing it, don't skim, because you're going to find yourself in worse trouble. And I still need to have Crystalline come on the page and share screen and show everybody how to do it. She's totally open to doing it. And she's awesome like that. Because I know she went into a couple of hiccups whenever she first got it. But I think I paid $12.99 a month for MailChimp. And then the bundles are like $30, I think.
30. Who is it that does that again? The
Glow and
bundles?
Company.
Jenna Hansen
Glow.
and Shelby Rose.
But it's called Glow and Company or Glow Plus CO.
Yeah, it's called Glow and Co.
Do you do that, Becca?
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
When I hear about people that lose PCs a lot, the first thing I'm asking is, how are you treating them? And it just goes back to what we were talking about before. If you don't have a lot of money to put into your business to do this, I totally understand. But there's some sort of email that you can do. Like, before these existed, people were emailing their customers. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy, but there does need to be some form of communication. My customers hear from me on the VIP page, and then they hear from me with an email every single week. So there's no way that they're ever forgetting that they're being taken care of. And I think that's important.
What is your open rate on your emails?
I'd have to go look at Crystalline. It's one of the things that she and I are working on. We sit down every Sunday and we talk about our goals for the week and goals for the month and things like that. And the open rate is something that we have been increasing. One of the things that has increased it over the past couple of months, I know for certain, is my personal messages to them saying, hey, hope you're doing really good. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm sending emails now. Can you let me know if you're getting them? And so I went through that process of doing that. And it's the exact same system that we do with everything, down to when we have a sale. You post it up, right? And then you follow it up with, hey, I don't know if you saw what I posted, but we've got this great sale going on. Can I tell you about it? Those are the bones of how I work my personal business. Post it up, put something up, and then I use that to bounce off of with my conversations. But the open rate will be very tiny in the beginning because nobody knows, And
Does MailChimp show you the open rate? Is that one of the things? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just know how I am with emails. I don't open a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know, even if you took that and put it into the team page that you said, it's beautiful.
You're breaking up a little bit.
The thing that you get, the team page. I mean, your PC page
Yeah. So there's also another option that we are
is what I meant. I'm going to go back upstairs.
There's another option that we are going to start in March, and that is texting it. So there's an option somewhere through MailChimp or I believe it's through MailChimp, and you email it out and then also text it out. And so we are going to begin that in March. I do want to encourage, like, for even you two and anybody that's watching the replay and that is thinking about this, it can be very easy to get into the questions of will people even open it? And Kayla, I think you know me well enough. I'm not a consumer. You can't sell me anything. I am crazy about my email. Like I unsubscribe from things at least every 3 months. Like my boundaries are crazy on that. I can't stand that kind of stuff. I'm also in sales. And so I know that there are people like me out there, and the only thing that we need to be concerned about is what kind of service do we want to give our customers? Not, I wonder if they'll open them, will they even read them? Is this title good enough? All of those things. I don't know. All I know is I'm doing my best, and I know that the kind of service that I want to give people and the consultant that I want to be looks like this. And so that's how I figure out how in the world I'm going to show up. I can't make them read it. I can't make them buy it. I can't make them open it. But we are doing little tweaks here.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course you can't. I just am thinking about the expense part of it. If I, I mean, 30, 50 bucks a month that's, and could I do something? I mean, could I do something? I feel like I give my customers really good service anyway.
And that's what it comes down to.
But
yep, that's absolutely what it comes down to. It doesn't, and like I said, a year ago, these didn't even exist. They didn't even exist. And we were still giving good service to our people. And so you have to figure out what it looks like to you to show up really well for your people. And you have to do that, whatever that is. That's the only thing that you can do. I think texts are great, and there's tons of free text marketing. I think our VIP, Facebook groups are great, and I think that there's nothing better than a follow-up message to them. I mean, I'm in my customers' inbox all the time. We talk about everything. Unless they just don't, I have a few that just really love their solitude, and that's how I take care of them best. I mean, I'm talking about their dogs sometimes. They're talking about just crazy. And I love that close relationship that I have with most of them. So, all right, let's roll into it. We'll take a very quick look. And this time, because it's the last week of the month, let's take a very quick look at the month. And I love this because it was something that if you guys had a chance to listen to Tracy, she says that she does something where towards the end of the week, she looks at everything that she didn't get done, because those are the things that she said she was going to do, and it doesn't matter when they get done, they just have to get done. And I think that is a vital piece of running your business, where a lot of time, like the one thing says, if you erase, you must replace. It's important. And so it doesn't do anybody any good to write all this stuff down all month and then have it go crazy and not review it and figure it out. So let's take a couple of minutes. Let's go through our week. Let's go through what we said that we wanted to get done last week, contacts, and any of those things that are important. And if it didn't get done last week, then let's put it on, at least make a list, put it on, get it somewhere, because it's still important to get done. So.
Sarah, I'll be back in a minute. His YouTube's all messed up.
Oh, okay. Kayla, you need any more time for that?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, good. I've been putting off. It's not much, but they're tasks that like I wanted to get done for like just team stuff. That I have not done any of them all month, and I've put them down the column each time, and so the only thing I wrote was do the things. They are important. So do them. Same thing since the first week of February, but it'll get done. All right, so we're going to take a quick look at our 3 priorities, whatever it was that you said was important this year, and connect those. What I normally do is I normally do it in a list before I connect those on my list, because those will be the things that I'm putting in. And so honestly, for me right now, I don't have a lot to write down in my calendar. I have that in there pretty well already. Do you need time for that? Okay. I'm planning out my the priority things. I plan those out like over the entire month, and so a lot like I'll visit them every week, but it's already in there, and so I don't really need any time for that. Okay. So what we will do though, we're gonna take about 3 minutes and put the things down in our calendar that cannot be moved, and that's appointments and all that stuff. And I do have a lot of that this week, so let's do about 2 to 3 minutes on that. We will be doing Meetup Monday tomorrow night on recruiting. Just looking at the pattern and looking at some numbers, I think we need to talk about recruiting a little bit tomorrow night. So that's what we're going to be doing then.
I got to tell you about something I'm doing, Sarah, that I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
You know how I told you about Love and Logic?
Yes.
The parent.
Yes.
Well, there's of it. There's like 5 year to teenagers. There's teens. There's for teachers. There's Love and Logic for a lot of different things. I signed up to be a facilitator. And so I signed up first for 5 and up because I want to work with Brittany and the boys. I mean, she's a great mom, but she needs to change some things, and I didn't know how else to tell her she needed to make some changes. I ended up as a facilitator, and then I asked her and 4 of her friends to let me practice on them. So every Wednesday for 6 weeks, we're doing a Zoom on, and I'm teaching them the Love and Logic way. But Kayla, I'm really excited so cool. Because I'm hoping this will be a way to grow my network. Okay. I'm hoping this will be a way to grow my network then eventually, you know, so, okay. And something I'm passionate about. So I'm really, really excited about doing that.
That is honestly so cool. Like they are going to benefit in a heavy way from that. And you will, like
they're totally.
When we sign up to do new things, whatever reason we sign up to do new things for, we always grow our network. It's the coolest side benefit of every new thing that we do.
Always.
Very cool. Very cool. I just need about 1 more minute. I got
this parent. Yeah. Sorry. No, that's okay.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say this parenting philosophy is the way that when somebody is court ordered to take a parenting class. This is the parenting class that they are ordered to take. And so you can go into libraries, churches, wherever you want to teach. And once you sign on as a facilitator, it's up to you to do what you want with it. So then you can reach out. And I thought, I'm trying to learn to do it on Zoom. I'm not real good with Zoom, but that was part of why I wanted Brittany and her friends to do it, so we can, I can figure this out on Zoom. They prefer to do everything in person, but
Yeah.
I think with the times, you know, they would be okay with it. So, but I'm excited about it because I'll be able to really grow my network with that and work with people and parents and kids, and, you know, so I'm super excited about it.
I am excited for you. That kind of stuff always gets me pumped up. I think that's cool. I think that's cool because, like, for a lot of us,
I literally do not. You what?
Oh,
What'd you say? You make money what?
I was going to say, for a lot of us, we make money this way so that we can do things like that.
And I want to grow my network versus just being online and messaging people. I want to just meet people. I don't want to just meet. I don't leave my house at this point, you know, I want to genuinely meet people. I don't want to just get in everybody's Facebook pages and until I do something to get out of the house per se, it's not going to happen. So I'm super excited about it.
I completely agree. I love Facebook for everything that it is, and it gives us just so many.
Mm-hmm.
It gives us the ability to quickly reach a lot of people and to kind of scan humans, you know, if you will, a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. But
Mm-hmm.
I love it too. I like the human part of what we do the most.
Me too.
I just really, there are some people that find a lot of success with some different, I'll say, tactics, you know, utilizing social media and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great, and I don't disagree with it, and I do it sometimes. But it's just not me. I am wired so much more like you.
Me either. I don't want it to be my sole way of connecting. I just don't. I want to meet people.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we do what we can with what we have.
Yep.
And that's it. We do what we can with what we have. So I have a couple more appointments to put in on this, and then we'll move forward to content. Okay. I do actually have something exciting to tell you guys too. I am planning something for the team. It does not have any achievement attached to it. It does not have a buy-in of any sort, and it will be a lot of fun. And I am very, very, very excited about it. The one thing I am not doing this time, which I've always done in the past, but I think it always holds me up because I like to help people. I'm not taking a poll this time on what time works for everybody. I am just I do that all the time because I love you guys and I want everybody to be able to come. And so I spend like 2 weeks trying to make sure that this date works for everybody. And then and so my sister and I are working on something together right now, clearly like over in a handful of months. And I'm really excited about it. So that's all. We're getting
in a handful of months. Like, we've got to wait till the summertime for this to happen.
Not summer, but later spring.
Okay.
So, yeah, our team has never, like, March 20th is my 6-year anniversary. Outside of convention, our team has never gotten together, and we have an incredible team culture and an incredible bond that other people tell me all the time other people just don't have, and we are getting together. Darn it. So that's all I'll say. So I'm really excited about it. So, okie dokie. Okay, we have put the things in our calendars that can't be moved. Do you all need any extra minutes to put on your calendar the things that fill your cup? I don't need any because I have a plan, I have a system that I do, so I don't need any extra time to do that. Do you? Okay.
Good.
Kayla, you good? Okay. Make sure you're filling your cup.
I'm good.
I've had some days recently where I've slept in. My girls have been gone, and so I've been able to sleep in a little bit. And even though I still had the time to do the things, my cup was just weird. It was just weird. Okay, great. I'm going to run through these questions to jog our brains about what we are planning before we move into our time blocks, okay? So the questions that I ask myself every week and that we do every week is, one, what is the mindset of the customer? Is anything going on in your area? So this would absolutely apply if you live in Texas or if you live in one of the other places that have been heavily, severely affected by all of these storms. Clearly, your marketing is going to be a little bit different, and you always want to be self-aware and aware of what's going on around you. We never want to be called tone deaf when it comes to running our business. So just make a little note of the mindset of your customer, whatever that may be. Where I am right now, everything's good. People are really excited to see the sunshine. People are in a good mood, which means people might be more apt to spend money this week. And I plan on using that very, very well. Holidays, no holidays this week. Well, like no holidays, whatever. Which leads us into nationaltoday.com, and you guys are going to flip when you hear this week. It is like there's some fun stuff this week, okay? So here we go. Today is the 21st. Today's National Sticky Bun Day. If you don't know that.
It's on my calendar.
I know. So this is awesome for Becca because Becca has this amazing recipe. And honestly, any of us can hop on Facebook and be like today's National Sticky Bun Day. My friend Becca has like the bomb recipe. Do any of you guys have great recipes for sticky buns? She's famous for it. So then tomorrow, there are two different things. National Margarita Day, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to love. I'm going to stay away from that one. That doesn't fit my brand very much at all, okay? But National Margarita Day, and a lot of people are really going to love that. You could ask people in a poll in your stories, like regular margarita or strawberry, frozen or on the rocks, whatever. That is a wonderful thing to use in your stories as a poll for interaction, because here's the thing. Even if you're killing it in your content game and stories, if nobody's seeing it, who gives a crap? So you've got to do other fun things so that people are actually looking at your stories, okay? And then the other one that's really cool is National Walking the Dog Day. So one of those for tomorrow. And again, I always say, pop one in your stories and put one on your Facebook wall. Get your interaction up. Just because you've already put something in your stories doesn't mean you can't put something else on your wall, like reuse content, double use content. Get smart about it. And then the 23rd is International. Okay, this is weird. I'm going to say it. It's weird. It's International Dog Biscuit Appreciation Day. And it's also National Dog Biscuit Day. So if you are a canine lover, it would be really on brand for you to ask people what's your favorite dog biscuit that you feed to your little baby. I don't know whatever that is called. Then you could absolutely ask people to share that, because we know that like if you're a cat person or a kid person or a dog person, you're nuts about it and you want to share all the things about your fur baby. Okay, so that's a really good one. And then also February 23rd is World Spay Day, which is incredibly important because lots of little animals don't get taken care of because there's so many of them. The 24th, which is Wednesday, I'm super excited about it. It's National Tortilla Chip Day. There you go. Yeah. And then the 25th is National Chili Day and National Clam Chowder Day. So I plan on posting that in my stories and on my wall, chili or clam chowder. And things that I've been doing like that have been getting insane attraction lately. People love to give their opinion. And so don't miss out putting that poll in your stories or putting that on your wall, because it's super simple. Don't overthink it. Just throw it up. there is something, and it is a Jewish
I
holiday.
kind of like the national
The what? I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Chocolate covered nut day.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Where are you?
I need to go upstairs. My Wi-Fi downstairs is on the website, the National Day calendar.
Oh, I haven't looked at that one. I always
It's
use National Today.
National Chocolate Covered Nut Day.
That's really fun. Actually, Brian and I just found some really clean chocolate covered nuts that we've been eating. So, which day is that?
It's the 25th.
Oh, that's awesome too. I wonder. I love nationaltoday.com because they keep it real simple and it's well organized for my brain. But I always wonder, like, why some and why not the others or whatever. But that's a fun one. So, the 26th is National Pistachio Day. I personally love pistachio flavored anything, and so I'll just be doing a poll, yay or nay, pistachio flavored, because I find that people either love it or hate it. And then National Skip the Straw Day for the environment. That'd be really cool to be like, hey, did you know today's National Skip the Straw Day? Did you also know that Rodan and Fields has pickup locations for blah, 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 blah? That would be cool. Not a big spiel, nothing like that. Just, hey, did you know? These things are cool. And then the 27th Saturday is a lot of things. International Polar Bear Day, National Pokemon Day, National Protein Day, National Strawberry Day. I think a great one would be, what's your favorite way to get your protein in? Is your child obsessed with Pokemon? I don't know what about the polar bears. I think that they're really cute, but I don't have any ideas on that one. And then you can ask people for like what's their favorite strawberry pie recipe. That's a good one too. So lots of options there.
I just made a strawberry pie a couple weeks ago. It was delicious.
I can only imagine.
Maybe I'll need to make another one. I love strawberries.
Can you do it like when we're done with 75 Hard again, please? So, and I'll just casually drop by after you do.
Sure.
So all of these have been great, including National Tortilla Chip Day, but I actually think that Sunday the 28th takes the cake. It's National Chocolate Souffle Day, which is not the one that excites me that much. That sounds delicious, but the really cool one is it's National Public Sleeping Day. Okay? I plan on asking my audience, what's the weirdest place you've ever fallen asleep? How in the world National Public Sleeping Day became a holiday, I don't know. I guess I should read about it, but I don't care that much. And then the 28th is also, this might be applicable to you. If it is, if it's on brand for you, then it's a wonderful thing to post about Rare Disease Day. And I do know we have some people on our team that deal with different sorts of rare diseases and things like that. And it's a really great time to raise awareness for things like that. When it comes to your brand and things of that nature, your audience knowing what's important to you, like where your heart is, that's absolutely invaluable. You need to be sharing that. So that's Sunday the 28th. So that should give you plenty of content ideas. I don't hear anybody talking about, I don't know what to post this week. Like, it's Margarita Day and Tortilla Chip Day and Sleep in Public Day all in the same week. What do we need? What more do we need? Okay. All right. The next thing that we are going to visit is how will you be adding value this week? Are you going to be doing any videos? What are you going to be doing? Are you going to be showing people how to make something in the kitchen, how to cut something? Are you going to be reading a cool book? Are you going to be doing tutorials? Whatever. And I really can't hit this enough that I'm preaching to the choir right here, right now. I'm great at showing up on video in my stories and in my VIP group, but I haven't been live on my Facebook page in forever, and it's because I'm scared cat. What is so boring to you is completely cool to other people. And so it's not my problem. I'm just a scaredy cat. If you find yourself telling yourself that, you're not boring. The things that you do, like anything that you do well, somebody else wants to know how to do. And so just do it. had a lady tell me once, like, I watch your stories to see what you're eating. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, you always find the coolest food. And I was like, awesome, cool. So, I mean, whatever. You know, I'm probably always going to post my food and my finds and all that stuff. Side note, Becca, we got 6 loaves of that bread. It was buy one. Listen, I was fully prepared to go drop $100 on that bread, but we got to the store and it was buy one, get one free. And so each loaf was $5 and we got 6. And I should have called you. Now that I'm saying this, I feel like a really terrible friend. I am so sorry.
Wow.
I can't believe I didn't call you. I'm so sorry.
I bought a loaf at not to derail because since we're recording, but but I bought a loaf at Publix when I was coming through yesterday.
They have it here.
And I just
Okay.
yeah. So I'm interested. I'm going to send you a picture to your phone because I'm interested to see, does it compare to what you have, because it looked like a cracker to me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm kind of like, I don't consider this bread, but
this is what we have is
anyway.
Definitely bread. So, but anyway, all of that to say, I have dealt with such serious gut issues, and what I have found along the way is that we want to eat things. And so everything I find that is delicious to me, and I'm just so excited to find, I know there's somebody else out there that's looking for it too. And so I'm never going to stop posting that stuff. And it's, you know, it's by now it's boring. It's common knowledge to me and it's all that stuff. But it's new to somebody else. So that's cool. So how will you add value? Really don't overcomplicate it. Let's go ahead and let's actually take a couple of minutes. And what I like to do, I've got my 7 days for the week right here on my calendar in front of me. I'm going to jot down a couple of videos in some time slots that I know I could do. And so I'm going to jot those down in my calendar. It'll take about 2 minutes. That's what I would suggest you guys do. You don't have to get crazy detailed with it. Just write down video, how to, recipe, whatever it is you're going to do. Just jot it down on the day so that you know when you're doing it. You guys need any more time on that? Okay. I'm going to do a Tuesday tip in my VIP group. I have had a couple comments lately about people who really love the hydration. And of course, I've told them personally it's a layering serum, and it's better if you put your moisturizer on top of it, whether it's the Recharge Step 2 or whether it's the Redefine PM or AM cream, whatever it is. And I've had some comments about how much they love it and how I need to tell everybody about it. And so Tuesday, I'm going to do a Tuesday tip in my VIP group, and Becca Parker, you better hold me to actually sitting down and reading one of the books that I love so much on my personal VIP page with the girls. I have said I was going to do this since the beginning of January, and I haven't. So if you don't see me go live on my actual Facebook page by Thursday.
I'm putting that in my calendar right now. Has Sarah Gone Live book?
I need accountability too. So anyway, those are the 2 videos I'm going to do this week. Keeping it simple. It's not hard. I just need to do it. So, and honestly, we're probably all like that. Okay, last thing. Because of the time, we are not going to make our list together. But hear me loud and clear whenever I say that you should not go to bed tonight until you have written down the names of 20 to 25 people that you are connecting with this week. You will pick the easiest, non-scary, non-beneficial people to talk to this week if you do not make a list. You will. I mean, at least the chances are slim. So make a list of 20 to 25 people that you are going to be connecting with this week. All right. Look at all the people you've talked to this week. Make a list of people that you need to follow up with. This is the end of the month. Don't complicate language. At the end of the month, the language that I use on follow-ups is, hey, Grace, I'm actually following up with everybody that I've talked to this month. I'm closing up my month. Are you ready to move forward on blah, blah, blah? That's it. It's professional. It's true. There's nothing else. When it comes to follow-ups at the end of the month, that's the easiest language that you will ever find. Hey, following up with all the people I talked to this month. Are you ready to move forward on this? Good. And so we'll do that. But for the next 5 to 6 minutes, we are going to block out our calendar. And so when it comes to reach outs and things like that, I would suggest, you look at your calendar now, you see your free time. You see all the time that you can't work in there because you have everything else in there. But now you see the time that you do have available to work. And so in those time slots, you need to write down Tuesday, 11 o'clock, from 11 to 11:30, reach outs, follow-ups. When are you doing it? Set timers to post content, whatever it is that needs to be done to make sure that you do the things. We started out, and we always start out with what are our goals for the week. Take the information that we just went over and actually put into your calendar in time blocks when you are going to execute that. The only thing we didn't talk about, was what are you inviting people to? Okay. And so you'll need that whenever it comes to time blocking your work. What are you inviting people to? What are you talking to people about? Do you have an event? Do you have, do you just want to share the Mad Mimi? Do you want to see if they're open? What are you leading with, and what are you inviting them to? And so knowing that, and then taking our calendars and putting the things in the blocks, that takes me about 6 or 7 minutes. And so I'm going to set the timer for that, and I am going to close out this planning. Questions? Nope. Let's do it. I do want to encourage you guys really quick. If you find yourself with no clarity on what you're inviting people to this week, I encourage you to open a free Zoom account and invite people to something as simple as coffee and conversation. So I know that Trisha is starting some recruiting type events with her team, but for everybody that is not on her team, for those recruiting events, it's not hard. Pick a day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever. Pick a day, pick a time, and start reaching out to people and saying, hey, I'm having this thing, just coffee and conversation, really casual. Would you be interested in learning a little bit more? Anything, right? Open up the conversation a little better than that. Be in relationships with people. We're not talking about crazy cold messages. But if you are lacking on clarity for what's your funnel process, what are you inviting people to? Just do a free Zoom account. This is like you have 45 minutes for free with a Zoom account. And open it up and invite people. And if they say yes, send them the Zoom link, right? super simple, okay? My timer just went off, but I actually need just a couple more minutes. You guys, if you have any questions or anything, we can talk about that, or we can stop the recording if you have ideas and things you want to talk about too. I've got some more. I've got a few minutes. Okay. I'm done. Do you all need a few minutes? Okay. All right. Going through that, the only thing that should be left to do in planning your week is making your list of people that you're talking to and actually executing it. Because like I say every single week, this is the most wasted hour of your week if you just did that, but you let fear stop you, you tell yourself crappy stories, and you don't do the things that you wrote down. It's not, I mean, it's really exciting to think about the things that the goals that we want to reach this week, but you are going to encounter an obstacle. You are going to encounter something this week that makes you think. And you have to tackle it. Your mindset has to be right. You have to tackle it. Because if you don't do it, guess what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. And you are in the exact same place that you've always been. And you're not any closer to what you said that you wanted. And time goes by and you stay still. Your team doesn't grow, customers don't come, paycheck doesn't rise, any of it. You guys got questions? Or any ideas, anything you want to talk about? I'll stop there.